Ready?
Yep. Hello, guys. It's Jeff here, bringing you another episode. Why are you laughing? I'm trying to sound out professional. There you go again.
Because
Yeah.
I hear you on a regular basis.
Yes. I don't sound like that.
You've never gone, hello, Alberto. Like, it was...
You're right.
That was so...
Not in character.
Like, yeah, that was so, like, radio guy voice. Like, hey there, welcome to Average Expectations FM, WB's XY 112.
You know what it is?
Well,
I'm so obsessed with trying to pronounce words like super clearly. So it's like, it messes with me, man.
I think it's become my job to ruin every single intro you have.
That's kind of the thing now with us.
It's on accident. I'm sorry, Al here.
Yeah.
If you don't know by now, I mean,
yeah.
it's Al. I'm still ruining intros. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is my lovely co-host, guys.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice of you, bro.
Yeah. Of course, that's what I tell people. I'm like, yeah, my friend / co-host.
My lovely co-host. I hope you use lovely on every single one. Yes. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
I know you planned it out. I'm sorry.
Anyway, it's too late now. We're already in the like.
Hello, guys, and welcome to Average Expectations Plays
Parasite Eve.
Parasite Eve. Womp 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 whoop. And then like the dog. Rah, 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 rah. Did he say parasite? Ow!
That's
Chicka parasite. Chicka parasite remix.
But in the last episode, you may have noticed that we were in the middle of a cutscene, and there were like dialogue, and then now this episode kind of starts off after it. Yeah, we kind of I'll just tell them the truth. We kind of just
the footage has been lost for years into the aether. Dragons descended upon us, and we must fight. And when we fought the dragons and took their lives, we turned and saw that the recording kept going.
Yeah.
Whoops!
One of the greatest moments forever lost.
Yeah, it's pretty epic, but, you know, while we were covered in, like, dragon blood and stuff, which made us immortal, of course.
Yeah.
We turned around, and, we kind of skipped up.
We just skipped a small portion.
This is a cutscene, babies. That's all it was.
Well, like, you didn't really miss much. It was just...
He'll fill you in. It was probably mitochondria and mitochondria stuff.
Yeah. It was essentially Aya coming to the realization that she might become a monster because the fact that it doesn't affect, like, Eve's power doesn't affect her, so she thinks like, oh, we're one and the same.
Right.
Oh,
and then she set Nibbleham on fire and had a sword in her hand and turned around and walked into the fire.
Exactly.
Cool.
Word for word, point for point. Hey guys, like my ride? No traffic.
And then
this is the way it ought to be around here.
Daniel gives her the black materia.
Yes.
Because he's Cloud.
That's probably one of the most interesting looking cop cars.
Black.
Like, the more I think about it, the time this game came out, it's so detailed. Even though it's like, okay, the backgrounds are pre-rendered, and you got like polygons. We're gonna need some bigger weapons, and by bigger weapons he means not really.
Well, I mean, Squaresoft was ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Or not ahead of their time.
Well,
they were pioneers.
Yes.
They
because if you see this
Squaresoft games were the big budget games. They were the Call of Duty.
Yeah, they were Call of Duty of that time. Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Every time I heard Squaresoft, it's like, oh shit.
Yo, Squaresoft came out with another game.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like Capcom for a while.
Yeah. No, Capcom in the beginning. Well, it was Capcom and Squaresoft because Capcom was still like doing like Mega Man games.
No, I'm talking about Capcom when it was Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful Joe.
With the Unimusha series.
Oh,
Yo,
they couldn't make a bad game.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they started robbing people.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Just went
right into their heads. Collective heads.
So since like everybody's evacuated because of the whole Eve thing.
People being set on fire.
Yes, they decided to evacuate everybody. But luckily, since it's Christmas, half of the people in the city are already gone. Yeah. So you would think like, oh yes, oh that gun right there, the M16, oh the AK, oh yes, but no, you can't get any of these guns.
I don't think many people would think that, considering, well, unless like if you played games at this time, you know that every cool thing you see you can't grab.
Exactly. Look at that. Because
like,
I don't even know what that is.
You remember in RPGs when you would find like a sword at the, like you would go to the freaking one of the first blacksmiths, and you'd see this sick ass sword right behind him, and you're like, oh my god,
I want to buy that.
How much for that one? And the guy has like rusted daggers and like iron sword, and you're like, why can't I just pick up this cool ass shield and armor? Because you can't just steal.
Yeah, that's true. We could talk to these characters, but I mean, it's pretty much Daniel's like got a super hard on right now, and Maeda, which is the scientist's name.
I don't believe you.
Yes. Yes.
Her name's Maeda, but yeah, you're freaking yes.
No, it's Maeda.
No, it isn't. Maeda, bro.
I call him Maeda.
Yep, but
because it's
the E belongs
yeah, I know.
Don't worry, guys. It's me. He's lisdestic.
Yeah,
that's why it's Kelly.
Yeah, Garrett. That was a while ago.
Well, I didn't forget.
No.
Never forget. Never forget the day Jeff mispronounced clamp. Yeah. Never forget.
Well, I used to call Sephiroth like.
You sure you want to share that?
It was way. Let's just say it was way off.
All right.
Way off. Right. I got the S part right.
I hope someone writes a comment like, "Dick, what was it? Damn it, Alberto.
Why?
We want to know."
Yeah. Door's broken, but you know, because robbers. But this is pretty much just gathering supplies before we go back to the museum.
Yeah. Okay. So this reminds me, and this is kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But this totally reminds me of, like, post-apocalyptic kind of like zombie like raiding.
Pretty much.
Stuff. Like that. That's pretty like cool this, though. Yeah. That it has that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah. Because the second one,
that looks like a zombie. Game, see?
It's me. It's the me. It's so weird. He's Japanese, but he doesn't speak Japanese. Like,
all that, you know.
It's so weird.
It's not that weird. I mean, you know Spanish people that don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. CR evade and a tool. Yeah, later on when we go that okay. Those who have beaten the game know about the special dungeon that you can do in New Game Plus.
And if you beat the game, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, tell me what you think about the game.
And if you didn't beat the game, like, comment, and subscribe.
So, whether they... Okay. I'll leave it at that. But,
what's the blinking thing?
Oh, that's a cell phone. Or cell phone. Yeah, that's the biggest cell phone ever, Jeff. Oh, God. Now, that's so I can save. But don't really need to save, since every time you do, like, a chapter or a day...
So...
Yes.
I didn't play the Resident Evil games.
Yes.
Were those the angles in Resident Evil games also?
These angles? Like,
when you were running in there, it was top-down view.
In this particular game, they have static camera angles, but you see how some, like, move with the... No, in Resident Evil, the old ones were just static cameras.
But did they have the
upper one?
The above, the top-down view, and the three-quarters view, and the... Did they have those? Because, like, a lot of this reminds me of Resident Evil. Even though I didn't play it, I saw.
Really, Daniel? Play it. Rules don't. You weren't following rules to begin with. Remember when you noticed he
was driving like 10,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like,
we'll take the shortest route.
Ridiculous how fast he's driving. And there's no cars anywhere. But I mean, I guess the place has been cleared out. But it's ridiculous.
When he was driving the first time, it was before the evacuation.
It's a little absurd the way the lights just pass by. But like I was asking before, so are there top down? Like, I don't want to put you on the spot and then like have somebody be like, level.
Well, from what I remember, there are static cameras. Like the cameras are always.
I just meant like the top down exact, like that specific.
Oh, that specific.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because from
they're only like they're like either above, but you can still like see the hallway, or they're they're pretty standard, really.
The first playthrough I ever saw wasn't an actual, like, it was before playthroughs were invented.
Yeah.
And I was like 8 years old. I was on vacation in Connecticut. I lived in upstate New York.
Yep.
And I was at my dad's cousin's house, and he was playing Resident Evil 1 with his best friend.
I'm expecting a big tip from this. Daniel, really? Now you're a waiter?
With his best friend on PlayStation 1, on PS1.
Yeah.
They were playing Resident Evil 1, and me, my mom, my dad, his girlfriend, his best friend, and him, and we all sat there watching him play Resident Evil 1.
Wow.
Because, like, the graphics were so mind-blowing to us. And it was so scary and terrifying, and we made it up to the part where the crows came out, and the dog part, and it was just, I was done. I was done at that point. But as a little kid, that was the first playthrough I saw. I went over a couple more, we stayed over there for the days that we were up here, and or down here, because where I lived was up.
The scenes coming up is going to explain why I was like, yes, it confirms your before how you're like, oh, it's like an infection.
Yes.
Because of this scene right here.
Okay.
So he remember the goop that
Gel, is it from Eve? Yes. It appears to be a remnant of Eve's cells. Should I put it in my mouth? At the cellular level, her power cannot be as strong as Aya said previously.
Which is to be able to melt people or set them ablaze.
Ow. Hey, what are you doing? I just want to conduct this.
Okay, go ahead now.
Whether or not. It sounded more like Jon Snow.
Yeah.
There.
So he cut himself. He's going to do a blood test. And he's going to see what happens when he uses his blood with the remnants of Eve's cells.
Okay.
And you actually see a pretty cool...
Yes. This is exactly it. It's just as I thought. Go ahead, take a look.
You're going to see a cool CGI cutscene of kind of like
what is
the
that?
Inner workings.
What is that?
See? Like technically DNA. I'm pretty sure it doesn't look like that, but whatever.
Oh
I'm pretty sure.
My god, they become the goop monsters from Power Rangers the movie!
This is so impressive. See, okay. Obviously those things are the Eve's remnants.
Dude, down, boy.
And technically this is what they do. They attach, they absorb, and take over.
Okay.
Yes. See, that's what happened with his cells. So if he got close to Eve, he would either see right there. See, Eve has taken over the nucleus. See, that's what happened with the mouse. That's why the mouse transformed. See, right. The beast that attacked you probably experienced the same thing. Does mitochondria have the power to control the nucleus?
Man, you crazy.
See.
You talking Jibajaba, Maeda.
Normal mitochondria doesn't have the power to do that.
Oh, it's Maeda.
But Eve's mitochondria has gone through tremendous evolutionary changes.
Okay.
This is what
I think happened to Eve's mitochondria.
It just evolved.
Normally, mitochondria requires oxygen to generate energy called ATP.
Which is funny because that's the
down
bar.
With ATP, you know me. So at this time, the mitochondria requests oxygen from the nucleus.
Just roll with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without the energy supply from the mitochondria, the nucleus cannot function.
Mm-hmm.
So, in essence, the two
organelles constantly, like us.
Constantly rely on each other, but in this case, it seems that Eve developed the power to reverse the symbiotic relationship. Evolution or even mutation seems likely in this case.
See?
Reverse the cycle.